y'all, welcome to the Grace Journaling Webcast. I'm your host, Susan Lee Rose. Today, I will be showing you how to make this really cute Wish You Were Here shaker card. We will be making an embossed watercolor paper to use in the shaker card, as well as use a variety of other materials and tools. The embossed watercolor paper is a new technique for me, but it's one I think I'm going to be using again because it turned out so cute. Please visit my YouTube channel, Grace Journaling, to view my other videos. If you enjoyed them, please like and share them. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to be updated whenever I add new videos and tutorials. You can also find me on my blog at www.gracejournaling.com or follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Grace Journaling. Enjoy today's show. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is spray this piece of watercolor paper with some water, and then I'm just going to go in and start adding some different colors of the watercolors. There's kind of a seafoam green color, there's some light blue and some dark blue, and I'm just going to be messing around with this. It's not any real technique that I've learned somewhere. It's just kind of trial and error. I just kept adding colors to the paper until I got it to look the way that I want it to look. And here I am, I'm just drying the paper out so that it's good and dry. And also it gives me an idea if I like it or not. And I did like it, so it worked out well. So I've dried it off, so I'm going to dry off the back and put away my watercoloring things. And now I'm going to emboss this piece of paper. So I have a embossing folder from Darice. It is a wave embossing folder. And I'm just going to run it through my Big Shot and knock my camera over in the process. And when it's done, it comes out and you have this really cute embossed wave on it. So now I'm going to cut the hole in the front of the card for my shaker image. So I'm putting that in there and running it through, and I'm using my Big Shot from Sizzix, and the layering circles are from Stampin' Up. So now I'm using my tape runner to tape on a piece of the clear paper to go on the back, and I'm adding my glitter. I've gotten some glitter from Walmart. It was just off their Kraft aisle, and some of it I bought off of Amazon, but they're really pretty glitters. Put this in there. That one's a really fine gold glitter. I'm just using my Kraft tweezers to help me get it in there a little bit neater. So now I'm going to go back around with my tape runner, and I'm going to top that with another piece of transparency film. And so now I'm going to attach the wave paper onto the back of the shaker card because I want the embossed wave paper to show through the embossing card. So I'm going to get that attached to the back of the shaker card. And I'm using this double-sided tape is how I'm attaching it. And I attached it there. So now I'm just going to put double-sided tape on the back of that, and then I'm going to mount it onto the card base. And for the card base, we're using a brown Kraft 100-pound cardstock to make the card base. So I'm just mounting it on there and cleaning up. So now I'm going to be coloring in my stamped images. The stamped images that I'm using are from Sweet and Sassy Stamps, and it's a stamp set called Fantastic Friends. Really cute mermaid print. So I'm still working on my shading, learning how to shade with the alcohol markers. I'm getting a little bit better. I'm starting out with using 2 different colors of green to do the shading to make it look where it's more three-dimensional and not quite so flat. I'm still not perfect at it, but it's a work in process, and it's something that I've been practicing on, and so I'm really happy with the way that this one turned out because this is really the first card in which I've really used the shading in there. As you see, I'm trying to make sure I'm picking the right colors and trying to make it as nice looking as I possibly can do. So I just continue coloring in this mermaid image, and this takes a while, but through the magic of stop motion or whatever it is where it goes really, really fast, I can get it done a lot faster, thank goodness. So that is always good. It's time lapse, not stop motion. So time lapse makes this going a lot faster. I can get this process and show you all the process to make a card where it doesn't take 30 minutes or more. So it makes a quicker video, but you still get the idea of how the card goes together. But I really like this stamp set from Sweet and Sassy Stamps. They're actually my favorite stamp company right now. They have some of the cutest stamps. And this mermaid set, as soon as I saw them, I knew that I have them. I have lots of little girls in my life through church, and we have several adopted grandchildren. They're not by blood at all. They were just neighbors and friends who are younger than us that have younger children, and that we've just kind of adopted them and stepped up to be kind of grandparents for. We live in a military town, so a lot of the people that we know, the young adults that we know, are young military families, and so they're away from their family. So we kind of adopt them, and I always try to do nice little fun things for the kids. So now I'm going to cut out the different shapes that we're using. While I was talking, you may not have noticed, we had a mermaid, we have a fish, and we have a rock. And those are going to get mounted onto the card. The shading on the rock actually I think turned out well, and I like the way the mermaid turned out. The fish was a little bit, he had smaller places. I couldn't really shade him as much, so he's a little more flat, but it's okay. So I'm cutting out Miss Mermaid. My friend Amanda looked at it and she said, "Oh, it's Ariel." So it's Ariel. We'll pretend it's Ariel, but it's really cute. I just love their stamps. And so now I'm going to go and attach these with the mini foam dots from their mini Stampin' Up dots from Stampin' Up. I really like that. I really like them. It gives the card some more dimension and a little bit of different layers looking, but mostly it gives them a lot of dimension. So I've already put on the rock, and so now I'm going in and putting in the, I'm going to lay down the mermaid onto the rock. She's sitting on the rock. I'm going to attach Mr. Fish up into the top left-hand corner. Again, I'm using the mini foam mounts, the mini Stampin' dimensionals from Stampin' Up. I really like those quite a bit. I use them quite often in my cards. Now this is a little sentiment, and again I'm putting the mini Stampin' dimensionals on there to raise it up. So now I'm going to add a little bit of clear glitter pen. It's Wink of Stella. I don't know, it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I like glitter, and I think it just makes a really nice special touch to cards. It makes them look, I don't know, it just raises them up just a little bit better. They look a little more complete and a little bit, I don't know. I just really like glitter, so so I've just put that in there, colored in a little bit, and there is the finished card.